Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another GTNH, GregTech New Horizons base tour. As you can tell by the title, we have progressed into the MVH compared to the last one, if you watched the previous base tour. And we're getting ready to head into HV, so thought it was a good time to, catch everyone up, say, hey, how's it been going? So, without kind of further ado, I'll apologize as we head in for any voice cracks or anything like that. I'm marginally sick a little bit right now, but we're dealing with it. For those of you who watched the first one, you'll notice this hole here has gotten much, much deeper, and we actually have a bottom to it now, which is very nice. We have thermic relocators down at the bottom to assist with going up and down, and animals like to occasionally get stuck on it. But I think this is the core to the base, and I think this has been coming through very well, and I'm very excited with all of it. We'll again start on the upper floors and just head down. Nothing's really changed over here. We have a little bit more storage. It's still not sorted very well, but we look forward to getting it all digitized with AE2. The B area over here has been gutted, and I'll kind of show you guys why at a later time. The nether portal here is non-functional due to some nether portal linking shenanigans that happened. But otherwise, yeah, nothing much has changed up here. If we just head down here, this is the old LV area. I showed you guys all this in the last episode, along with back here the ore smelting. The only thing that's changed here is we have the Cantho coil block EBF. We're making some black steel and some stainless in preparation for HV, so getting ahead of the curve. Got an implosion compressor now. I think that's new. And back here, the ore processing line item conduits have swapped out most of the GTNH tin line, as well as everything's been fully upgraded to steel, I believe, is the major changes there. Yeah, I think that's all in this area. Our Enderman did escape. I don't remember if this was there during the last one, but the Enderman has gone. We've taken limited stock of our Ender Pearls, but I think that'll last us for a little bit. There's a few new areas on this floor. So the lava area, the lava pump station is still the same. But over here we have a new crop manager. Currently growing some bonsai trees and our stickweed. This is growth 21, gain 31, resistance 0 stickweed. So prime production, and you can actually tell it's actually well, it's backed up right now, and it won't be harvesting those bonsais. I should probably fix that. I'll fix that after I finish recording. That stickweed fills in the sticky resin over here, along with some input of some sulfur dust from elsewhere. Not automated, but this does get us our automated molten rubber and a basic assembling machine here for coating all our cables in a nice automatic way. Likewise, we have just a really basic brewery ethanol here because we need some ethanol for some things. It's not really the best. Over here is the chlorine line. So we take rock salt, we electrolyze it, we get some potassium, some chlorine, and then we chemical reactor that with some hydrogen, I believe it is, to get iron 3 chloride, which we needed a lot of, and as well as we take some of that excess chlorine and we put it over here to make hydrochloric acid directly, so it makes it for this, but this one doesn't loop. And the hydrochloric acid is used to process B byproducts. Likewise, the stone comb set over here, we get a bunch of stone byproducts, and we've automated wet concrete and solidified concrete here. For those of you who know, the crafting recipe for the clean room will require concrete, so that's why we set that up. For our goal, once we get there, it'll be a max size clean room as a prestige project. But that's HV. We don't need to worry about that yet. Our coke oven fuel has been upgraded, so we now have the pyrolyzed oven sitting over here. We are keeping this active. This does still fuel the steam boilers on the ore processing line that I showed you earlier. So this is still active and running, but our tree farm produces enough spruce logs to keep up with both of them. So we have a simple benzene setup here. We get the nitrogen through up here, compressed air cells into nitrogen. And then we just distill our wood tar, fluid extract the extra charcoal into wood tar, and then it just goes into the super tank, and that fuels the entire rest of our base for now. All hail. Over here is 90% of the bee genetics. Unfortunately, some of the last machines we need for bees are gated. And if you give me a second, I need a cough. Let me mute real quick. Ooh, oh boy. I should probably have a hotkey for that. But this is where we've been doing a bit of bee breeding with some maddening frame of frenzies, available via blood magic. So we've been using that to do our bee breeding quickly, and there's a little spoiler out there. We'll get to that. I'm sure you can see it on the mini map, but we've shown you the lava room previously, so I think that's everything on this floor. So let's go take a gander down to stuff that is, I believe, fully new. I don't think this was in LV. Maybe it was. This is our Thaumcraft room, big enough to accommodate infusion once we get to HV. Not much to really say here. One of my basemates have been doing. I think maybe I did show this off. But there's new stuff. Speaking of said basemate, we've got our resident witch now here working on things. So we've got a 8,000 power witchery altar, some ember moss. Don't mind that. Some witchery circles, and a nice little witchery setup going on down here. If we head down just a little bit further, you'll see we have a little Botania set up, some pure daisies, some coal generation for endo flames for some mana. Not too much fancy stuff going on here. I believe most of the fun stuff that we'd want, like the Sojourner Stash, is gated behind infusion still, so still a little bit away. As well as our blood magic area, which has a cave spider spawner and some thaumic relocators to help pull him in. And I see his blood's actually run out a little bit. I'll help refill his blood real quick, bro. He keeps almost dying to blood loss. But yeah, so it's a tier 3 altar now here in MV, which is, I believe, the max that we can achieve. I think HV is still gating the next tier for that. So excited to get to that. Thaumcraft Infusion is going to unlock a whole lot for us on the magic side. Yeah. Over here, we have a nice little kind of rock crushing line. So we get gravel, we get sand, we get quartz sand. We have automated glass even. When there's oxygen in the arc furnace, it seems to have run out. I know why I haven't fixed it, because 500 stacks of glass is enough for now, as well as cobbled deep slate. Very important, the cobbled deep slate, because we did run out when we were trying to build the base and finish all the floors here, so it's good to have your building materials automated. Over here, some stuff has changed. I think the poli-sci line was there before, but you'll see we have these two EBFs here. So this... Interesting. Don't know what was going there. So this EBF takes sapphire dust here from the lava processing line and turns it into alumite. Alumite? Alumite. No, aluminium. I don't want the dust. Hold on, I'll find it. It turns it into alumina. That's what I was looking for. The alumina dust and some cryolite here then feeds it into this one, and we have a bunch of aluminum. This was like half full at one point, but we've used quite a bit of it. The lava gen currently isn't working. We have to move the pump again. Here's our MV machine line, which has most of the things that you need. It's our just kind of generic, got an arc furnace with some oxygen, assembling machines, circuit assembler, casual 4 or 5 stacks of HV circuits. Nothing to scoff at. As well as back here, same as before, we've got the polyethylene line that was there in the mob farm, which has been having issues. The mobs keep managing to break out and explode our machines. So I've bricked it up a bit more, and it doesn't look quite as nice as it used to. However, compared to the previous mob farm, upgrades here do include the addition of moving that skeleton spawner I showed in the first episode in here, as well as a witch spawner, giving us, more sustainable ender pearls, golden apples, paper from the, specifically the ninja skeletons, I believe, as well as our XP shower to help with the Last Stand 2 Exotic Flower Band and the Protection Haste Soulbound Unbreaking Mending Piston Boots. So that's lots of fun. Still gliding with the Mantle of the Raven as well, as shown off in the last one. We come down here. This is for future expansion, as well as all other floors. There's currently nothing else in here. It goes down to Y60 for future expansion's sake. So lots of room. But, as you will probably have seen in the thumbnail, we have a full-on alveary mega structure. I don't know if this really counts as a mega structure by GTNH standards, but for our current base, this certainly counts. We have a lot of bees, redstone alloy, red alloy, zinc, gallium, arsenic. The zinc, gallium, arsenic bees were really important for us. That's how we have all of our HV circuits as the the gallium arsenic being a huge item gate for that. So breeding those up in MV has been fantastic. I believe each of these also require an HV circuit or two. Let me look at this stuff real quick. Alveary Sieves. The Hydro took MV. I feel like something here took HV, and I can't remember. Oh, yeah, the transmission. The transmission takes HV circuits. Hi, Future Editing Hub here. As you can see in that clip, it actually takes the HV machine hulls to make that. What I actually meant to talk about was these intricate circuit boards in the electrical simulators. There's 3 of them per alveary, and each of them takes 2 advanced circuits of the HV tier, meaning it's 6 circuits per. Hope that clears that up. Thank you. So we've just been burning through our HV circuits as we go through these, but it's all worth it. You see we've got like these oil queens, so yeah. Got a bunch of oil combs that we're planning to use for HV power gen, as well as, Thaumium cone, Salus Mundus, Ruby, our dye cones. So we use these to color the terracotta and all that. And as well, to facilitate all of this, we actually have a mostly passive alveary automation line here, which goes through everything. We get these combs in, we get the honey out of them, we fuel it with some sacred oaks, some distilleries to run through for the sticks. We get sesame seeds from the forestry farm, which I showed off in the last video, plus everything. We have a bunch of gold inputs here. Ooh, the gold's running low. That's concerning. 1,000 stacks of beeswax, looking good. A carpenter to just build up the, what are they called? Of course, there's none in here at the moment I ask. Impregnated frame, I think. Oh, scented paneling. That's what it was. The scented paneling, and then this MV assembling machine to just pass it all through. So yeah, we have pretty much passive alvearies in MV, and most of the bees that we would ever want. Let me go take a look. This is our current bee unlock quest line. So, Snow Queen and the Salus Mundus bees. We got the oil bees. Got a few other useful bees, the ones I already mentioned before. I won't linger on that too much. The explosive bees, importantly, are very funny. These are the ones that give industrial TNT. That's why you see the oh, he moved it. Oh, here it is. That's why you see the 487 stacks of industrial TNT and MV. Very useful. Um, yeah, this entire building also here is a giant hexagon. It's nighttime outside right now, but I'll show you the other floors because there are other floors. This is the underwiring. It uses Project Red transport pipes to grab it all, and we have the routed interface pipes. I believe these are just some catch-alls just in case something goes wrong. But yeah, each of these are hooked up. There are pipes in this chunk. I don't know why, but it's failing to render. Like I can't, or I can walk through it. Oh, I can't walk through this one. It knows there's a pipe here. I guarantee you there are pipes here. If I relog, you see, yeah, you see that comb? It just came out of this pipe. But I do love just sitting here and watching, looking at all our resources flow in. Industry. But as well as if I go up, there's the top level here, all nicely encased in glass. We can watch the moon set over the dark horizon, and a little smiley face because you gotta be happy. But yeah, I think that's mostly it for all of the new stuff to cover. I can't think of anything else. If I'll just show you guys what it looks like from the outside. Just a nice little hexagon, the bestagon, with some space on the bottom that we'll figure out what to do with at some point. We do have to figure out fixing out some of these, maybe fitting in the mountain better, but we've officially breached the mountainside, and I'm loving it. For those who don't know, we are doing like hull gating, and so that's the reason why we're taking things slow, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So yeah, I mean, I guess as the sun rises over here, I think that's a good place to call it. So thank you all for tuning in to this space tour. If you're curious, I stream on Twitch, and I'll often be playing on this world, building it on Twitch streams on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you around. Please give it a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this content and want to see more as we get into HV. If we keep up with it, maybe we'll hit Stargate. Never Stargated before, so yeah. Thank you all for watching.